I like the Seahawks this year. They look pretty good, man. But my ultimate team, I've been a Browns fan since day one because I'm born and raised in Columbus, Ohio, man. So you can only choose two. Either let me see. Your team has to be home, bro. So we have to. Damn. Because remember in those rules it said like home team has to. Yeah, the lowest. All right. All right, shit, fuck it. That's all right. If we both agree to it, I agree to it. Yeah, because I mean, I don't see the difference, but I don't know why it said that. But all right, cool. I'm ready. My ranking? You talking about those skill point things? Skill points? Bro, I don't even have. I'm not even ranked yet, man. Like, how many games have you played total head-to-head online? Okay. Cause you got to keep in mind, bro. Ever since this game came out, really, like majority, I've been on MUT. Like that's where I spend majority of my hours on this game. So like, I only got like, huh? Oh yeah. Cause I'm on broadcast right now. Yep. But I think I only played. I haven't even played 10 games yet total, head-to-head. Oh no, I have. I think I played 11. But I'm pretty. I'm like 500 right now. I know, man. I know, man. That game looks dope. I ain't gonna lie. Nah, I got Battlefield. Nah, it's way better. It's way better than Battlefield, bro. Like the way they did the graphic. The only thing, 150 gigabytes to download. Like that's quite a bit, baby. That's quite a bit. Jeez. But I know.
This is the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Pacific
Yeah, I was about to
Northwest
buy
at CenturyLink Field in Seattle, Washington. This crowd,
Modern
as
Warfare
we've
this
come to
weekend, but
expect in recent
I already
years,
know, man. That's
is
just gonna
loud
be
as
sitting on
any
the
in the
shelf, man.
NFL,
I'll
and
be
they
on
get
Madden
even
too much.
louder when their Seahawks are introduced. We're ready for football as the Seahawks get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Rams. Here's the kicker, Jason Myers, to get this one started. And off we go from Seattle. This will be taken short. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Hold on. Check.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Second and 6 at the 38-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
2 for 1.
Goff going to hand it to Gurley. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go, deep, tighten up.
Here's gone.
Get the. Oh
And
my
this is
God.
gonna be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the
Man, I
goals
be
of the
hating when
game.
Madden
They've
does
gotta
that.
be
Man,
effective
bouncing on his
passing
helmet.
downs. It's one of the
That
few
shit looks
things
so
defenses
silly.
chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
So on 4th down, here's Johnny Hecker to punt it away. Back deep for the Seahawks, Tyler Lockett. And that had far too much air under it. It's out of the back of the end zone, and the football will come out to the 20-yard line. Wilson of the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at the 20. This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Officially no game.
Hold on one moment. I gotta adjust my volume settings. It's too low.
On the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Got it.
They run it with Carson. And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Green 80. 54. Mike 54. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Shoot. Watch twist.
On 3rd down, it's Carson. And he is not going to get the first down as they'll spot this at about the 28. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up the 4th down.
Now that was a big-time play by the defense. They as well knew where the first down line was, and they didn't let them get anywhere near it.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Check. White alert. Hey, that's good.
After the interception, here's Wilson. And finding the tight end, Wilson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, yes, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
On 2nd down, it's Carson. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to them, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First down, Seattle on a pickup of 13. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
We're scoreless after one. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go.
Mike 54. All day, every day, any day.
Wilson after the play fake to Carson. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. DK Metcalf there to make the grab as his guys are on the board first here tonight. Jason Myers now for the extra point. And this will give the Seahawks a 7-0 lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away.
Fuck. That was not.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
On 2nd and 9, Goff. And that's complete to Cooks. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, Goff. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Goff turns and gives to Gurley. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Value three.
On 3rd down, they'll run it with Gurley. And he gets it to the 32, good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. 2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. The business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coaches' 2-minute drill.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
He's coming, he's coming, he's coming.
Now Goff will hand this one to Gurley. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. Now it's Wilson. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the shotgun, Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Carson, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. On the delay, here's Carson. Pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. They'll throw on first down with Wilson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, 0, 0, 0. You got no Shuman right there. Hey. Right there. 54. 54 Mike.
Throwing again. Wilson. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Well, earlier, Charles, we looked at some of the Week 8 games that were intriguing. How about some Week 8 games where you've got a team that really, really needs a win? And I was thinking about the Chargers at Chicago and Cleveland at New England. You feel like the Chargers and Cleveland need to find a way to get a victory.
I think you're exactly right, and the Chargers' chances are really slipping away. Chicago, you would throw in there as well at 3-3 and struggling on offense. They say they know they need to run the ball more. They absolutely must run the ball more. But Cleveland and New England, for me with Cleveland, with all the high expectations in preseason, it's almost a must-win at a place almost no one wins.
And a couple more here. Giants at Detroit. All of a sudden, Detroit's at the bottom of the NFC North.
And everyone says the same thing about them. They have great talent. That's a really good football team. Hard to believe they're at 2-3-1 right now.
Last but not least, what about the Steelers hosting Miami Monday night? They cannot lose that one.
They absolutely cannot, because Baltimore is threatening to run away with the division. Pittsburgh has to have that game on Monday night.
Wilson now to throw on third down. That's caught by Hollister. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team, because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there, we've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards. First down, Rams.
White flag! White flag forward. Here we go, here we go.
Here comes carry number 10 for Gurley. Brings it up just shy of the 25. Showed some of that quickness there on the move. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Now a first down throw, gone. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
The Seahawks take over first and 10.
What?
41-yard line.
54. I got you. I got you.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And a completion to Wilson. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Luke Wilson, 41 yards. And the interception by the Seahawks D leads to a touchdown. Extra point up and through by Myers. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Rams take over first and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 to score as they regroup with first and 10. Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. Well, Charles, switching gears on a bit of a sad note. On Tuesday, October 22nd, Willie Brown passed away. Willie Brown, 16 seasons in the NFL.
Oh, damn. They updated the commentary to
the
mention
final
Willie
12
Brown.
as an
That's
Oakland
dope.
Raider.
Man, just think about his career. Hall of
Yeah,
Fame
they just mentioned
1984,
Willie Brown passing. He just
nine-time
passed
Pro
away
Bowl,
like a few days ago.
five-time All-Pro. And let's face it, the lasting image we'll have of him as a player, that interception for Fran Tarkenton in the Super Bowl.
The old nowhere to escape, and he goes down. That's Ziggy Ansah, the number 5 pick in 2013, credited with a sack. Well, it was second long, now it's third and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So Goff, he'll try to refocus after the sack. The Rams now set up with a tough one, a third and long. Goff now looking to throw. And that will be incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
What?
And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone.
That punt
on
was
the
90
5,
yards.
So that'll come back to the 20.
That's crazy.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go.
Pressure comes, and Wilson's going to go down. Marching in for the sack, Michael Brockers.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Right there, 54.
Let's go double count right here, double count. Hey, 0, 0, 0.
Draw play. This is Carson. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a third and about 14. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Seahawks on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14.
You look for Saloon. Echo! Jim!
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll bring up a 4th down.
Well, they got off the field on 3rd down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
From the 24, Goff. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games. And now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. This is Carson. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Tackle there by Clay Matthews. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Hey, 0.
They run again with Carson. Calling about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down.
Oh, fucking dumb win, man.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that
trying to
lead here in the
counteract it.
second half. Now, this one now not over yet, Charles. You've got a sliver of hope on that other sideline.
You certainly do, because that would have made it a 3-score game. And that probably would have been curtains at that point. But now if they can get down the field quickly,
that was farther over than I
get
expected.
the ball back one more time,
no, it wasn't.
we may have a different ball game.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. To throw is gone. They got a man. It's Woods. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A good pickup, 17 yards, and also a Rams 1st down.
And a Rams 1st down.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Gurley. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
20, X3, 218, chop.
54.
It's now second and 7.
From the 41, Goff. Now a desperation throw deep down. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Brandon Cooks, 41 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away. This one taken just inside the 10. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Carson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The Rams going to be forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They run the counter. Carson. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. And now the question everyone's wondering, look at the clock, late 4th quarter, do they put the ball in the air here on 3rd?
I don't. I run the football and I tell my offensive line, no leakage up front. I don't want my running back hit as I hand the ball off to him. I don't want any type of an issue. But if I am going to throw it, quick throw, out to the perimeter, maybe one of my best receivers running a quick slant or something like that.
Good run,
And he
bro.
won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
Huh? Hey, man, it happens, man. Like, I only played you once, man. That doesn't determine, like, you know, how good you are and shit like that. But, yeah, when it comes to tournaments like this, man, when I saw that prize, I was like, oh, nah, yeah. That's why I was quiet the most of the time, man. I was just trying to focus.
Wilson in the offense.
No, I'm saying I prefer not to talk. That's why I get all the talking out of the way, like in the beginning or after the end, man. But, yo, man, it was good playing you, bro. Yo, if you ever wanted to practice again, man, or, you know.
Yeah, man.
Almost want to do the defense chant right now, right? Defense with a couple of claps in there, but no one wants to hear that from me. Let's just talk about how they got it done, though. When you take care of every aspect of the game,
I appreciate it, bro.
Run, control the airways, right?
I appreciate it, man. I felt bad that you was about to choose the Seahawks, too.
They can't fashion together any offense, no consistency, and they just took control.
Oh, yeah.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaughan. This has been a presentation.
It didn't. I'm
going
to see what happens here shortly. Let me check.
Sports.
Yeah.
It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.
Yeah, man. Like, bro, you already know how it is. Like in Mutt, bro. Like, bro, there be games where I get blown out, dog. Like 35, 40. Hell yeah. Like there's games where I win, but like Mutt is so different than head to head, bro. Like, cause you're going up against, you could go up against OP players, like player cards, and that doesn't determine the game, but you know. Like, there's some really good players on Mutt, bro. Like, I'll be getting. Oh, Oh yeah. At the beginning, when the game first came out, they dropped the Vic card the second week, and you know, everybody got up on Vic, man. But what they did this year in Madden, they decreased how effective Vic was. So like this year, Vic would fumble more, man. He wouldn't make as accurate passes as last year. Like he was stoppable. So not too many people use Vic, bro. They mostly use like Steve Young, or I see a lot of that, or I don't know, man. People be Lamar Jackson. That's who they be using. Yeah. Oh, I'm on the app. I don't know if you have the app downloaded, but I'm just reporting it. And all right, I'm just reporting it now. All right. Yeah, man. I'm about to practice on here more. All right, for sure, bro.